There you have it. Those are some of my favorite exercises. That's gonna help tighten up that lower midsection. These are the best exercises for hanging belly fat. All right, now I know what you're thinking. You really can't do exercises to eliminate the belly fat. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you my favorite lower ab exercises to help tighten up your overall midsection. With that said though, you need to make sure you are eating right. You're following a sound nutrition plan, eating in a caloric deficit. That's going to be key. Also, you need to be doing some type of cardio. Now, you don't have to do cardio for the fat loss, but I prefer you do cardio. Any man over 40 should be doing cardio for heart health and things like that, blood flow, and it will help to burn more calories. So definitely do some cardio and some resistance training. You gotta do your resistance training. You're gonna burn fat when you're resistance training. It's gonna boost your metabolism. It's also gonna boost your hormone profile, your testosterone and growth hormone, and also help build more lean muscle tissue. So you wanna make sure you're doing those things. Now, with that said, let me give you my favorite lower ab exercises. Now, keep in mind, we're gonna be working from the lower part of the body up to target more of the lower ab, but typically when you're doing a flexion exercise, meaning you're bending your spine, you're creating that crunch effect or a sit-up effect, you're working your entire abdominal wall. Now, with that said, we're gonna be initiating the resistance from the lower half of our body. So the first exercise that we're gonna be doing is gonna create the most resistance. And that's gonna be a hanging knee raise. Now, you can do a hanging leg raise versus a hanging knee raise. Typically, that's a little bit more of an advanced exercise. It adds more resistance. That's where your legs are straight out when you're lifting your legs up. I prefer doing the knee bending, so I like to bring my knees up and curl that pelvis at the bottom of the position. You wanna go nice and slow and use control when you're doing this throughout the full range of motion. So you're gonna curl, you're gonna bring your legs up, you're gonna get that little pelvis curled at the bottom, and then you're gonna slowly lower under control. You don't wanna drop your legs back down, you want to keep the tension on your abs. So this is probably my second favorite exercise. Now, my favorite exercise that I typically include in most of my ab exercises or my ab workouts throughout the year are decline sit-ups. Now, I love doing decline sit-ups. Here's the thing, if you have a bad back though, you don't necessarily need to do this exercise. Keep in mind though, if you have a bad back, that doesn't mean it's gonna stay bad or does it have to stay bad. You can do exercises to strengthen that. A lot of core work is gonna help strengthen your lower back and your abdominals as well. So just make sure you're working on your overall core work as well while you're including these lower ab exercises. But the decline sit-ups, again, lower under control. Now you don't need to go all the way down so that your upper back touches the pad. You know, you wanna just make sure you're going far enough. I like to touch my lower back. As soon as I feel it touch at the bottom, I like to bring my body back up to the top. You want a neutral spine. You can keep a neutral spine. You'll notice I actually tuck my chin a little bit and I keep my fingers right under my chin. It kind of keeps my head neutral and I can engage my entire abdominal wall when I do that. So this is my favorite exercise. Now the next one, reverse crunches. I really like doing reverse crunches as well. It's a little bit more of a beginner movement. Now you wanna make sure you are curling that pelvis at the bottom as well, like I mentioned with the knee raise. That's gonna make sure you're initiating some of that lower ab muscle. So you wanna make sure you're doing that, control this movement as well. Anytime you're working your abs, you wanna use complete control. Go slow and controlled. This is gonna keep you in a safer position. Now, you'll notice my hands out to my side. You can keep them behind your head if you want to. Just make sure you're not pulling on your neck. You wanna make sure that your head is also in a neutral position. You can even cross them across your chest. I've done that as well when I've done this exercise, but doing that is gonna keep you safe. Now, the last one, this is another one of those exercises that's a little bit more advanced. It is a TRX mountain climber. So when you're doing mountain climbers this way, you've got two different levels to this. The first one is more of a marching mountain climber. You can go slow. You can bring your knees up slowly, and you're still gonna get great benefits. You're also going to be engaging the deep core muscles when you're doing this exercise, the transverse abdominis muscle. That's gonna keep that whole abdominal wall pushed in nice and tight. Now, you're gonna wanna either do these in a slow, controlled fashion. If that's easy, you're advanced, you're ready to move forward, then you can do a jogging motion. So this basically has 3 levels: the marching level, the jogging, and you can go on an all-out sprint if you need to. So you can do it for repetitions, or you can do it for time. For instance, you can do 30 seconds of these, or you can just do 12 with each leg, which is 24 overall repetitions. All right, but there you have it. Those are some of my favorite exercises. That's gonna help tighten up that lower midsection. And when you're pairing these exercises with the other things I mentioned with the nutrition and the cardio and the resistance training, you're gonna get phenomenal results overall. So hopefully you liked the video. Give these exercises a shot. Pick 2 or 3 that you wanna do, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. You don't have to do all of them at once. Find the ones that you like and then just alternate throughout every other week or something like that to get phenomenal benefits. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, get busy, get after it, and God bless.